Welcome to Go Guys Podcast. We are to say what are we doing? I am Colby.
And I'm your friendly neighborhood spider.
Man. Whoa!
Wow! You can call me Fee.
Man.
Dude,
So my kid watches Spidey and His Amazing Friends. And I think they went on too long, and now old Patrick Stump, Fall Out Boy himself, he's not doing the music anymore. And it shows. It shows because they started mixing in like their own songs, and you're like, this is not good. They have a whole episode where they're like, do you know the hero Reptile? I had never heard of Reptile before this.
No, I feel like that's a character made up for the show.
He might be. He speaks Spanish, and he turns into dinosaurs. He has a magic crystal on his chest that turns him into dinosaurs.
That just sounds like Animal Man from DC.
Yeah, or Beast Boy, or, Beast Boy. But it's just dinosaurs.
Just that maybe he has a hard-on for dinosaurs. Maybe he just really likes them.
He might. So, like, there's an episode where they, like Green Goblin, I don't know why, but for some reason in this show, 3 times now, Green Goblin has made a robot dinosaur. Don't know why, he just keeps doing it.
Because they're cool. They
are cool, but it didn't work the first time. The second time. I don't know why he thinks it's gonna work the third time. And it almost does. He shows up at Reptile's place, and then he sticks him to the ground. He's like, ha, now you can't turn into a dinosaur, dumbass. And the Spideys are like, oh man, it would really help if we, had a dinosaur. And then Reptile's like, wait a second, my magic powers come from this gem on my chest. Gem, can you give the Spideys dino powers too? And
shut the fuck up.
Yeah, so then they all turn into different dinosaurs, and they have a whole song called Dino Webs Go. It's awful.
God, no, that does sound awful. That has to be a made-up character for the show, because I've never heard of the character Reptile.
Yeah.
And again, what do I know? And he's Mexican?
Yeah, he speaks Spanish, I'll say. No, he's not. Okay, here we go. Yeah, he is from comics since 2009. Okay.
Put that bad boy on the screen. I need to see him.
All right, let me find a good picture of him.
So I'm really mad. I don't want my nephew to watch the show now because they changed the theme song.
No. The theme song is fine. The theme song is intact. It's the same theme song as it always was. It's just that there's an episode where they're like, we need to have a song for this, and it's Go Go Dino Webs Go. There you go. Yeah. Look at that guy.
Whoa, that is a guy in Marvel.
That's right.
He's for sure.
He's got this gem, and he turns into a dino.
He must be from the new comics, because I've never heard of him.
2009. So.
I haven't read comics since about around there. Our new ones. I was collecting old ones, so I guess.
Yeah. He's there, and he's all up in it.
I just don't know what to think. I feel like I'd like to play him in Marvel Rivals, but I wouldn't read his comics.
I will say he is rather underwhelming. Here's him in Spidey and His Amazing Friends. Here he is with his gem that he talks to, and he's like, "Give the Spideys dino powers." God, you're gonna hate this. Let me show you what they look like.
Is it okay to say that he looks just disgusting with his dinosaur arms and legs, blue, like that?
I mean, it's fine. I'm gonna bet, but
he looks grotesque, and I hate it.
Here, let me. Oh God, stupid.
He looks like Coco Melon.
He does. Here, let me see if I can get down to a good frame in this. Yeah, that's probably fine. Okay, here you go. Here's what the Spideys look like when they turn into dinosaurs too.
All right, let's see.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Why did they give them eyes?
Yeah, well,
Why
they
did
put
they
their
give them
costumes on
eyes?
as the skin. That's what they did.
No,
And then they gave
that's
them
fine.
then they gave them like dino eyes because
They have like fucking killer whale looking
yeah,
like
they got
body.
orca face.
They got
Major
orca
orca
face.
face.
And oh man, I mean, I guess it's just man. Miles looks very disappointed to be a Stegosaurus.
Oh man, why did you get to
As
be
a-
T-Rex? Wait, this one flies? This one bites stuff and I don't know, stand here and don't get bit? That's stupid.
I steg.
I steg, I'm just stegging around. God.
Fuck. Like, why couldn't he be a Carnosaur, a Velociraptor?
I don't know, man. They gave
I-
them they gave so like in the show, it makes sense that that Ghost Spider is the pterodactyl because she can glide a little bit, and she's got like a helicopter vehicle. So like that, sure, okay. Spidey, obviously, you're like, well, he's the leader. He's got to be a T-Rex. Like that just makes sense. And then I'm sure they were like Miles's character in this show is an artist. I don't know. Fucking just Stegosaurus. I don't know.
That's a dinosaur, right? I'm
Yeah.
almost sure of it.
Yeah.
I don't watch this show. Thank you. This is for kids.
Mhm.
But I'd like my nephew to watch it because like it's better than watching Mickey Mouse Club and hearing it all the time. But my sister's actively trying to have him watch like whatever else,
Mhm.
and he's fine with Beans. Go over there. I want him to get into cool shows, right? I want him to
Mhm.
be cool. I want him to be the cool kid.
The thing is,
And-
like, having a kid, like to me, because I have the problem where I'm like, oh god, I don't want to watch a 2-hour movie. I'll just watch 5 hours of YouTube. And like,
Yeah.
same thing with TV shows where I'm like, oh, I can't watch Breaking Bad because it's too much. As I watch, GDQ and like I'm watching 60 hours of Twitch a week, it's like it doesn't make a lot of sense. However, whenever my kid is there, he gets bored and he wants to like watch kid stuff, and so we're incentivized to watch shows that we both like, which doesn't always happen. Sometimes it's Cocomelon, which is terrible.
My sister has banned Cocomelon from the house,
Hmm.
and my mom too.
I mean, they're correct. I massively fucked up one day, and now this kid is he's a Cocomelon kid. It's terrible.
God, I'm gonna throw your son off a train.
Not if I do it first. The thing is though, like there's a bunch of kids shows that are out there that are like not bad, like they're okay, and like Spidey and His Amazing Friends is one. Gabby's Dollhouse is pretty good.
I've never seen that.
It's like it's fine. Like the music is pretty good. It's just a bunch of cats. They're very cute. They do shit like make crafts, and it's great.
I think because like we're more of like more conservative in what we want, what they want him to watch.
Mm-hmm.
They'll like do like Spidey and His Amazing Pals. They probably won't, not like per se let him
Mm-hmm.
not watch like something that like is obvious, like is more leaning toward little girls. They probably
Mhm.
have him like watch Paw Patrol.
Yeah, Paw Patrol's one.
Paw Patrol. They maybe Bluey.
Bluey's great. Bluey's great for every like the thing. Gabby's Dollhouse, I will
could
say,
watch Bluey.
like it's okay. As like if you're trying to assign like a gender to it, you probably would end up picking like feminine, but it's like it has nothing to do with like being a girl or like getting pretty or anything. There's just like
Yeah.
it's cats
No,
and a girl.
I know. Yeah. I think I've seen like a commercial for it once, but
Bluey kicks
like I
ass.
said, Bluey does. I could sit down and watch Bluey.
Yeah.
Like, anytime. Although, like, I want, God, my nephew's gonna grow up like, like watching anime because if he's, he's like, if he's gonna grow up and I'm gonna babysit him when he gets a little older and he can start realizing TV.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna hang out in my room. I'm like, listen, you're gonna watch me play a game, or are we gonna catch up on anime?
Yeah, it's one of the two.
It's one of the two. And he's like, well, I guess we could watch anime. I'm like, all right, we can watch a few, and then you pick a game and we'll play co-op.
You gotta watch like
all right.
You gotta watch it in English though.
Yeah.
'Cause he's not gonna be able to read.
Yeah, we're gonna watch it. Or I could be cool, Uncle, and I could do the voices.
Yeah, you gotta do all the voices for half an hour. Yeah, that's not fucking happening. There's no way.
I mean, we talk for like 2 hours straight.
Yeah, but you're not doing character voices for multiple people having to read and catch up. You wouldn't be able to do it. I know you wouldn't be able to.
Am I not doing voices? It's just for that was
just a little sneak preview. That's what you can get if you're my nephew.
If you're my nephew watching this in the future, this is what you could.
Yeah, make sure to submit your applications to become Fee's nephew in the comment section below.
We'll have a great time, and it won't be weird. Plus, I'll buy you a free Slurpee and one candy. Only one.
Only one. So this Christmas, we ended up giving one of the nephews. We ended up giving him manga because he's starting to get into manga, and we don't know what he's reading. So basically, we ask like, hey, what would he like? And they were like, oh, anything's fine. He's been getting into anime books, and we were like, I think you mean manga, but okay, it's fine. It's fine.
How old is he?
He just turned 9.
Of course he wouldn't know what manga, like, to call it manga. He's not a fucking snob.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, you get into anime books? Mom, it's manga.
The thing is, his brother is 15, I want to say. Yeah. And his brother was into manga really heavy. There was like a weird transformation. Something happened like in junior high to him where like his whole personality was like, I wear black shirts, I wear like oversized hoodies, I read manga, I have a Death Note shirt. And within 1 year, he was like, I wear white t-shirts and basketball shorts, and I have a gold chain, and I play basketball and football now. And we were like, who the fuck are you? Where did the cool kid go?
I feel like we all go through that phase. Some just stay in that phase. Some maybe he was going to school. Like, was that it? Like when he was going in black shirt and anime was like his first year in high school?
I think he was still no. I think whenever he went to high school is whenever he switched to be sports kid. And
that makes sense. Because, like, you go from, like, junior high, just hanging with your friends, maybe having to wear a uniform, to going to high school, like, actually kind of finding yourself. Maybe you got friends that play sports, and you kind of get into that, right?
Yeah, that's probably what it is. That I would imagine that's exactly what it is. He also switched schools, like, in the school district that me and Fee went to, there was not a choice, right? Like, everybody went to the same elementary school. Like, you knew this, you started off with people in kindergarten and you graduated high school with those people if they were still there. There was no well, the school's split and like kids would move in and out, sure. But like, there wasn't like, oh yeah, we went to like elementary school together and then we went to different junior highs. Like, there's one, it's just one.
Yeah. That you actively just know the same people for like fucking 12 years.
Yeah, but like in bigger cities, what ends up happening is you're like, oh yeah, I went to this elementary school, and then when I went to junior high, half of my class went over there, and the other half went over here, and then in high school, like a different set of people came together. Like it's you have this like weird thing where you basically can kind of reinvent yourself every 3 or 4 years. And especially if you're like, oh, well, most of my friends go to different schools now. Like, we play Fortnite or whatever, but like, I don't have any real friends in high school anymore. And it's like, okay, well, now you got to find friends. And now it's like, all right, I get to start anew. Am I the kid that wears Death Note t-shirts now? Fuck no. I wear white t-shirts. No. I don't smell like Axe body spray. I smell like something nice.
I smell like bod. I smell like polo sport. God, I don't know. I guess because I was that kid, and like in junior high we had to wear uniforms. We go to high school. I finally get to like wear stuff that I want. So it's like I don't I don't, man. Did I have anime shirts? I think I had like JC, like those JC Penney graphic tees.
Yeah.
And I had like my band tees were big.
Mm-hmm.
So of course I had some band tees. Anime wasn't big enough back then. Like I had a Dragon Ball Z shirt.
Yep.
But I didn't. People make fun of this shirt now, but back then it was cool. The like silky like button up Dragon Ball shirt.
Dragon Ball Z silk shirt with all the Saiyans on it. Yeah. Oh man.
Dude, that was hot shit.
Yeah,
back then.
you were hot shit if you had a few of those, dude.
Dude, nowadays you get fucking laughed at if you fucking wore that.
I know.
It's insane.
Yeah.
I still think they look cool.
Yeah. Like back then, the first anime shirt that I ever had was this like ugly brown Cowboy Bebop shirt that like it was from like Hot Topic or some shit, and it was like the only anime shirt that I found that I was like, oh, this is from a show that I like. Yeah, I need to support this so people know to keep making anime shirts, but like eventually they'll make them good.
Yeah. Eventually, not now though.
Yeah, not now.
Not my generation. Anime will never be cool.
No. Yeah, so like we end up giving this kid manga, right, for Christmas.
What did you end up giving him? Because I know they asked me for like manga recommendations.
Yeah.
You asked the right person.
Yeah, so we unfortunately we had to buy them while we were there, and so we basically could only grab what was at Barnes and Noble that day.
I hate that.
And so we got 2 editions of the Ocarina of Time manga.
Ooh,
and
good manga.
And the first volume of Spy Family.
Oh, good manga.
Yeah.
Good show. Good picks, honestly.
Yeah, we were debating about One Piece, and I was like, the thing is, One Piece is great. But it has the same problem that most manga has, where it's like in Japan, it's totally fine to make titty jokes all the time, and no one cares. They're like, kids just make titty jokes all the time. But in America, that's not so cool. And so if our nephew's mom, if she ended up reading it, she'd be like, what the fuck is this? Why did you give my child this weird sex thing? Like, it's just like 2 jokes. It's fine. And that's not a good excuse.
Are they do they have like a more conservative family? Like, do they
Yes.
Does their family understand anime and manga?
Oh boy. Let me tell you what happened next. Okay. So he unwraps this manga, right? Or I guess actually the night before, it's like me, my wife's parents, and his stepdad. We're all hanging out, just talking, shooting the shit. And he was like, "Oh, by the way, what'd you get him for his birthday?" And we were like, "Oh yeah, we got him the manga for Christmas, which he had already unwrapped, and we got him like a different manga." And he was like, "Yeah, man, I don't know about that. Wait, how do you read those books? You read them backwards?" And I was like, yeah, you read them like right to left. And he was like, "Yeah, I don't like those backwards books. Yeah, the older one, he used to read those backwards books all the time, and he was having problems with reading and having problems going to school." And I said, "Well, maybe you should stop reading those backwards books, because that's like you reading all funny, and like you can't tell me that doesn't mess with your brain to read backwards." And so I told him to stop reading those backwards books, and now he's fine. Now he does great in school. And we were like, "I don't think that was it." And he's like, "I'm just saying, I told him to stop reading those backwards books, and then he started doing good in school." And after he went to bed, me and my wife were like, "There's no fucking way that happened, right?" And my wife was like, "Yeah." At the same time, he ended up getting into a school that was like dealing with learning disabilities better, and like his medication was getting right about like his ADHD. So like, those are probably the things that actually helped him. And sure enough, the next day, stepdad was gone. He went to work. We did like nephew's birthday party, and we talked to his mom, and we're like, "Yeah, your husband doesn't like the backwards books, he calls them." And she was like, "What? Why?" And we were like, "Oh, he said that the older one is having all these like reading troubles, and because the backwards books." And she was like, "No." She was like, "No, that's stupid. This is like this is the first thing that my kid has like wanted to read, and like him getting excited about reading is a good thing. So no, like that's stupid. And we were like, thank God there's at least one of you with like a sane brain. Thank you.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, like, what's the like fucking correlation of causation like there? Like, yeah, you're reading backwards. Obviously, you're messed up in the head. You just can't function in society if you read backwards.
Yeah. He's like, well, you know, you're doing your homework and like you're supposed to go home and do reading. And it's like, well, I read backwards all this stuff and now I got to read left to right and there's no pictures and like, it's just, you know, you can't tell me it doesn't mess with your brain to read backwards. And I was like, have you ever tried it? Like,
it doesn't.
It's like, nothing, dude.
Like, does he think that because manga is back, like, right to left, that he's just gonna be like, oh, obviously my textbooks, I read this way to this way.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm trying to read and it's just so hard because I don't know where to look and I don't know.
The big battle hasn't started. When does it start getting good?
Yeah.
The only good part of this science book is the mitochondria. It's the powerhouse.
It's it goes Super Saiyan and.
Oh fuck! I was about to say I'm surprised they haven't made like a like organ or like body style anime, but that's just
that sells at work. Yeah, that sells at work, baby.
Oh fuck! Is there anything manga can't do?
I don't know. Like, there's some taboo things that they've like already done, like the one where like Jesus and Buddha are roommates.
Come on, that's great.
But like, I do wonder, conservatives probably would not react very well to like a Civil War manga, right? Like, like, yeah, this is the Union, dude. And this is what Robert E. Lee looks like. Fucking, he's just like a bishy, like,
He's just like a small, lithe, like skinny guy.
Yeah.
Who can fucking tap into his hockey.
Yeah. Grandson is outplaying me.
Oh fuck! You don't know how like bad I want to read a Civil War manga now. To see like, and it's funny. I don't want to read it because like, oh, you know, whatever it is, because of like how outrageous they could get with it.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like, you got like shonen protagonist George Washington and Abe Lincoln fucking fighting.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Civil War people. Fuck yeah. Dude.
That like the first episode of the like American history anime is like a bunch of redcoats like in their like camp at night, and they're talking shit about the Americans and how like, oh man, they're these colony, like, you know, the colonizers, they're doing this uprising, and it's like they're not prepared for us, like this is gonna be a wipe. And then the camera like slowly zooms out and you see the fucking boats crossing the Potomac and fucking Washington is on one, and they're like shh fucking, the first episode is 5 full minutes of Americans just fucking slaughtering the British. You're like, holy fuck.
Yeah, it's fucking just heavy metal riffs while fucking George Washington is like da 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 just on the fucking boat.
It's like every fight scene in The Patriot at the same time.
Oh my god, could you imagine getting crazy with it? Like, it can't be like history, like it'll be history accurate with locations.
Yeah.
But then they start adding like these fucking crazy characters, like they add Mel Gibson, the Patriot like, character, the ghost.
Yeah.
They add the ghost. And then they add like fucking, it would almost be like that Netflix movie, what is it, like the American history one where it was all like super violent, and George Washington had fucking chainsaw blades.
Fuck yeah.
Except more manga and not as Americanized. Right?
Yeah, like the turn in the first 3 episodes, as they like, is Benedict Arnold. Like, Benedict Arnold sells out everybody and they're like, that son of a bitch, and he's like, oh! He fucking does anime girl laugh.
Oh dude, make Benedict Arnold just an anime fucking pompous woman.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Right?
Benedicta Arnold. Who gives a shit?
Benedicta Arnold. Fuck, this could be like JoJo style because every war has the possibility of having like a badass like arc. Right?
Yeah. Yep.
So, oh fuck, now I want this. Maybe I should do that.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about history to do it.
Yeah. Honestly, that may be to your advantage, right? Like, if somebody is like a history buff, I'm sure that they're like, well, we have to include like the Green Mountain Boys. Like, we got to include the Green Mountain Boys. We got to include like the territory dividing and like, you know, there was this like really not well-known battle that was like really pivotal to think. Like, not much happened there, but like the land that was ceded like really went on to, and you're like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Where's the cannons? Show me where the cannons were.
This is so stupid, but like fucking American history, like they have no, what's it called? There's like no, it's free real estate.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could just make a graphic novel of this exact thing we're talking about, and like I don't have to I can embellish all I want. It'd be cool.
Yeah, they like
fuck.
There's like a scene of like the British like they're like marching toward a town. They're like, oh yeah, we're, you know, half a mile away. They're like cresting up onto the top of this hill, and they're like, look, those fucking idiots have no idea what's coming. What's that off in the distance? Somebody's riding a horse real fast. And then they fucking it's small, just like real small, but it's going so fast. They're like, why is this man riding so fast? Fucking big voice, fucking Paul Revere. The British are coming. Everybody's like, oh fuck. They're like, shit, they blew our cover.
His voice fucking reverberates so loud it shakes the earth.
Oh shit.
Oh fuck, God! Why don't they teach history like that, dude?
I don't know, man.
I'd be more into it. Like, make it exciting. I know it's like history itself is kind of exciting, but like if you embellish it, like, like have the kids learn about history like the right way, and then get away.
God, beans. Every podcast now.
I'm sorry.
It's me and Fee and Beans.
He's hanging with me, and then he has like a big, like overstuffed bunny, and he's like fucking around with it, and then I don't know why he's just like, hey, you want in on this? And then he'll pick it up and jump on me.
Hey, come on.
Yeah. Hey, cool. I know you want some. He'll pick it up, and then he'll just jump like on me, and then like start fucking shaking me, and I'm like, dude, it's all wet. Get it off me. Exactly. I'm like, ugh. Yeah, so just teach kids like regular history and be like, oh dude, y'all are in for a treat. I will fucking punch you. He's like, y'all are in for a treat. I got the American history manga volume 1. Y'all all can read it.
Yeah, everybody pick up your copy, make sure to like bring it back. And that we're gonna talk about can you imagine like doing that to a class, and it's like with somebody who's like an actual historian who's like, they say that I have to do this, but the next lesson plan is going to be on power levels, so...
Listen, I don't like doing this. It's just we need a power scale the characters. Come on.
Yeah, okay. So right, American Revolution happens, and then like all the cool abilities that everybody learned, they forgot them all in like 40 years. The new generation is here, and they're pissed off at each other, and that's the Civil War. Oh man.
Could you imagine like some like kids learning, and they call their friends, hey, oh man, I can't answer this question on the homework. Is George Washington continental or planetary? I can't. I know there's one planet buster, and it's somebody that you don't expect, so I think it's not him, but is it? It's like my mind is blanking. You gotta help.
You please, God.
This would make me want to learn anything. See, manga and anime like shonen like style, like even like you could even have like a shonen like rom-com like with history.
Oh yeah. I mean, if there's anything that proves that's like My wife has been watching Bridgerton, which is like,
Yeah.
I can't do it because I'm not in it, right? And like if I was in it, I may be like, oh, this is kind of interesting. But the way that it always happens is like I'm doing bedtime and then I come downstairs and my wife is cooking, and while they're cooking, they have Bridgerton on. And so I sit down and they're like, yes, Lady Featherington, you, are you accompanying me to the dance tonight? It's fucking, well, Lady Whistledown said this thing in her shitty little column. I'm the queen.
Oh my God.
Okay, cool.
I cannot. People are fucking goo goo gaga over fucking Bridgerton, and I just can't.
I mean,
I don't. I want to say I don't see the appeal, but I get it because like not everyone's into everything.
Yeah.
It's just, but I especially like Bridgerton. Like I just it's like a period piece drama that shit just happened. It's like a soap opera.
Yeah,
That's the word.
Yep.
It's soap opera, and I've never liked soap operas. I had like imagine me like as a kid when my mom she would turn the TV and be like, all right, it's time for my soap, I gotta watch it, and I'm like, fuck, okay.
Yeah.
And then I hear in the other room, as the world turns.
Yeah.
And my mom just fucking watching. I'm like, Mom, how long have you been watching it? She's like, oh, years.
Yeah.
Like I've been watching it since I was like little. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, like, so I liked soap operas for, I think, 2 summers, because I, like, every summer I would spend the summer with my grandparents for, I think, 5 years or so. And 2 of those summers, like, no matter what, my grandmother was on the couch watching Days of Our Lives when it came on.
Oh God, Days of Our Lives.
And, like, there was cool stuff in Days of Our Lives that was just, like, because they get into, like, the kind of weird shit where it's like, the long-lost twin, the fucking, like, this guy...
That's where all the tropes started.
But Days of Our Lives like played around with magic a little bit. They were like, yes, Stefano has kidnapped Marlena and is going to sacrifice her to the devil. And you're like, that's fucking cool.
Like, it's cool for a minute, but like, man, I just can't with that show. Like, if Days of Our Lives people are there, just like, listen, you watch the first season, you skip the second, it's all filler, and you watch these episodes, those are the important ones. Then you gotta fucking.
They're like, listen, every episode that you see that has Bo in it, no one gives a fuck about him. Okay, you need to care about Lucas, right? You need to care about Stefano and John and Marlena. Like, those are the ones that matter. Okay. I'm like, all right, damn.
And this is Stefano's like power scale.
Yeah.
just keep that in mind.
The thing is, there was one soap opera that came on that like actually did full bore be like, you know what? Fuck it, magic's real, and it's in this show. And it's called Passions, and like, oh my God, it was like half just regular, like, my kids are going to school, and like, there's some like political shit happening. But then they would cut to Tabitha, and Tabitha like lived on the edge of town and had a living doll named Timmy, and fucking Timmy talked in the third person. Oh, Timmy isn't so sure about this. Shut up, Timmy. Fucking they do magic and shit, and you're like, damn, this kicks ass.
What the fuck? I've never heard of this. What in the world?
It was like, great.
Man, soap operas are weird, and they can get away with weird stuff, and like fucking housewives will just watch it.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Well, because all the actors are hot, but I don't know like how they just rope in the middle-aged woman demographic, other than all the guys in there are hot.
I mean,
but
I think like what generally happens is like around lunchtime, especially like back in the day, whenever women weren't like in the workplace as much, you take a break to eat lunch. You know, if you're doing whatever it is, maintaining a household or whatever, you take a break to eat lunch. And then the only thing that's on TV at that time is soap operas. Like the midday TV schedule used to be like, it was basically the morning was news and stuff, and then it was Price is Right. And then you would have like one game show after that. And then it would be soap operas from like 11 to 1, and then around somewhere in like noon or so until about 2 or 3, just court shows. People's Court, Judge Judy, Judge Mathis, Divorce Court.
Judge Judy. But it was more than that. So like after game shows, like on the other, because there's like 3 channels back then. If you didn't want to watch game shows, you could switch over to the other one. You can watch Matlock. You can watch Murder, She Wrote. You can go to Lifetime, watch Golden Girls.
The thing is, like, those shows used to come on at night, and then
Golden Girls, they were just like showing it all day.
Oh yeah, no, I mean they would, like, the reruns were showing like early in the morning. Like they would take like those shows that are like, oh yeah, people love these shows. We'll just go ahead and put them in syndication. Just shove them in at 10 a.m. Fuck it.
Yeah, it was Golden Girls, Designing Women, and I feel like something else. Also, during the day, like there was what is that stupid The Nanny with Friends.
Oh yeah.
The Nanny, Matlock, Murder, She Wrote, MASH.
Yep. MASH. Like, yeah.
If you didn't want to watch soap operas. And I really did not want to watch soap operas, but like this was back when we had one TV, so I had nothing else to do.
Yep.
but go outside and ride my bike and be active. Ugh.
Yeah, go outside and ride your bike whenever it's 106 degrees outside. You're like, yeah. They're like, duh, just fuck off. Go anywhere else. And you're like, I can't. I'll die out there.
Good. It'll put some hair on your chest. Dude, no shit. I would be on my bike all the time back then.
Dude, I used to think, like, when I was a kid, I moved to our area in South Texas when I was 7. And I used to think, like, by the time I was 10 or so, 10, 11, 12, my hair was all brown. I used to be blonde, like, as blonde as my kid is. And then my hair just turned brown. And I was like, that makes sense. I stopped going outside because it's so fucking hot here.
Well, my hair lost all the gained all the melanin.
Yeah, I lost all the vibrancy. That the sun stopped bleaching my hair. Ugh.
No, my hair. I don't know if it still does it, but when I was younger, maybe even like when I was in my 20s, in the right light, my hair like has a hue of red.
Yeah, a little bit of red. Yeah.
Yeah, and I always thought that was really cool. I was like, hey, I'm the only one with like a red hue. But my hair's pretty much stayed the same like my whole life, even now.
Yeah, basically you've had like one of 3 hairdos over the course of your life. Yeah, and they all just sort of work.
Hey, don't mess with what's not broken, you know? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You and I, very much similar. I grew up doing a bowl cut, and then I started parting down the center. And then I stayed. Oh, I parted to the side during junior high, and then I went back to down the middle when I stopped using hair gel. And then, yeah, I eventually switched to doing a side part because the whole thing, this started because when I was in my 20s, I went to go get my hair cut, and it was really windy outside, and it blew my hair all to the side. And I just like left it like that when I went. I just like parted my hair and was like, eh. And then I just went inside and I left it like that. And the barber thought that's how I wore my hair, so he cut it in that way. And I was like, oh, well, I guess I do this now.
Hell no, dude. When I was a kid, before my first haircut, I had like long straight hair, or I guess straight hair. Or wavy maybe. Like there was no curls. There was like not like it is now.
Yeah.
And I had like a mullet. Like my hair was like long, and and then I got my hair cut, and I had like that square like fade.
Yep.
And up until I decided on what I want my hair to look like, my mom and my brother would always fucking give me that cholo fade.
Yep.
That everyone has. And they wouldn't let me choose. They would just be like, yeah, you're gonna get a fade.
Yeah. You're gonna get a haircut, and this is what haircuts are.
Yeah, this is what it is. Until like one day, like in before I started high school, I was like, they're like, you gonna get a haircut? And I'm like, no. I don't want to. They're like, okay. And then I just grew my hair out. And they're like, okay.
Okay, fine, whatever.
They're like, you should really get a haircut though. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't want one. They're like, okay, well, I can't stop you.
Yeah, I'm such a like goody two shoes kid. That like my parents told like one of the like somebody else, they were like, oh yeah, you know, like my parents and another set of parents were talking. They were like, yeah, well, teenagers, you know, they'll rebel. And my parents were like, the only way that our kid has rebelled is he doesn't want to cut his hair. That's it. Like everything else, he like does well in school, and he like comes back when it's time to come back, and he doesn't set fire to toys in the garage. So like he's fine. And then the only thing that I was doing was just like, no, I don't want to cut my hair. I want to have it long. And they were like, fine. In fact, when I was graduating, I like started growing facial hair at that time. And they were like, yeah, you got to be clean shaven for graduation. And I showed up to graduation and I had stubble still. I hadn't shaved that week. Like I didn't grow facial hair very fast at all. So it was like very, very small. And I remember standing in the shadows of like the band room before we went out. And the vice principal was like, hey, did you shave for this? And I was like, come on. Like this, I'm only going to graduate high school once. Obviously I shaved for this. Like, yeah, I shaved. And she was like, okay. And I was like, yeah, fucking sticking it to the man.
In your face, climber.
Yeah.
Or was it Lopez?
It was Lopez.
Oh, okay.
Lopez kicked ass, though.
Yeah, Lopez was awesome.
Lopez was the one who, back in the day, was my biology teacher, and she had a baby over the weekend and then came back in the next day. Yeah, man.
Yeah, she was cool. I remember she would always let me get away with it because when I started wearing my hair in an afro at school, she'd be like, they had the rule if guys' hair was under their earlobes or something, they had to get a haircut.
Yep.
I don't know how you got away with it.
I cut it at my earlobe.
It's I would comb my hair to where it would just be like elevated over my ears. I'm like, hey,
hell yeah,
my hair's not under. And they're like, yeah, but it's pretty long. I'm like, yeah, but it's not under my earlobe. They're like, well, if you wore it down, it would. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not.
Yeah, but I'm not. Anything about that?
They would get mad at me like sometimes from like I had stubble, but like just like you, I don't grow facial hair that much. And even this right now, like the last time I shaved was, I don't know, last month, maybe a month or so. This is all it grows. I cannot grow facial hair. Fucking, I got this dirt on my face.
Yeah, it took a long time for me to be able to grow satisfactory facial hair. Basically, like for a long time, I was just like, I hate shaving because it's one of those tasks that you have to do for your whole life, and I hate that. And so I was just sort of like wearing it with stubble. And then after my dad died, I just like was depressed and also busy. And so I just didn't do anything with my facial hair for 3 months. And then I had a beard. And then I was like, oh, well, shit. I guess I have a beard now. And that was how I started wearing a beard. I accidentally grew a beard.
Yeah, I could forget to shave for 3 months and it would just still look like this. There's just no way.
Yeah.
It doesn't like impact work or anything. They're not like, hey, you gotta shave, because they're just like, hey man, you gotta grow a beard.
Yeah.
Like, it's just I find it annoying that I can't, like, my dad could grow a beard.
Yeah.
My dad would wake up and have to shave because he just had like 5 o'clock shadow by the end of the day after shaving in the morning. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? Why didn't I get that gene?
Yeah, where the fuck is that for me?
Yeah, where's that for me? And then I look at my sister and she has a beard.
Yeah, damn it!
Damn it! I'm just kidding, she doesn't. But if she's listening right now, go to hell, Jess. Yeah, you got a beard.
Yeah, Jess. Fucking beardo.
She's gonna hear this and be so mad. Fucking, but yeah, no, I like people. That's why people mistake me as like a child. Because
Yeah.
I can't grow facial hair, can't grow body hair, and they're like, "Oh, dude, you wouldn't imagine how many times in like school they're like, you shave your legs." I'm like, "No, I don't shave my legs
No.
because my legs are just fucking smooth."
Yeah.
I'm like, "No,
No, I don't.
I wish."
Maybe I should now.
I don't know what was so taboo about guys shaving their legs. I wouldn't want hair on them.
Yeah, I like once it's basically out to its full length, it's fine.
Yeah.
But like any amount of shaving body hair sucks. Like while you're getting used to it, because it's like itchy and weird and like inflamed and yeah, not great.
Yeah.
So
Glad I don't have to do it.
I get it, but you know, fuck, I'm lazy.
Well, I can tell. Look at your beard.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know what like taking care of a beard entails. Like, I couldn't imagine having it on my face. It would bother me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just looking at your stupid face bothers me.
The thing is, like, if I was taking care of my beard, I would be doing stuff like beard oil and like trimming up the sides often and like making sure that it was like, groomed properly. This is like I shaved my beard to look nice a month ago, and I haven't touched it since. And now it's just bad because I'm lazy.
I mean, like, that's the thing about beards. You never tell if it's good or bad. Like, other people who wear beards, like, will know if it looks good or bad. But like, to the naked non-beard eye, they're just like, it's just a beard.
Just a beard.
Like, I couldn't imagine you like grooming it and like putting beard oil and like looking all gnomish.
Yeah.
And then like doing your mustache like this number.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Like, I've seen people do like, where was I? Where was I that I there was okay, I was at what's that boot place in Corpus? The Cavender's?
Oh yeah.
I was in Cavender's and there was a guy walking around with like a big old tweedly mustache, right? Like the fucking and one of the employees was like, "Hey man, nice mustache." And that was like one of the weirdest things I've ever heard, right? Yeah. Like that's a sentence you don't hear normally. And it I was taken aback.
Yeah. We had a cosplay photographer friend who like did that to his mustache, and he would like do a 10 or 15 minute live stream every day where he was just like, reapplying my mustache wax. I was like, it's so much effort. Why? Yeah,
it's a lot of effort for fucking the hipster look.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so funny that the hipster look is changing like nowadays, right? What's the new Gen Beta?
Yeah, well, yeah, the Gen Beta is the kids that are being born today.
The look back then was like flannel, beanie, and like beard and tweedly mustache.
Yeah.
Nowadays, like what is it nowadays? Like, what's the hipster look nowadays? Like, looking like you just rolled out of bed and bought all your clothes in Goodwill.
I mean, that's been a thing for a while.
Yeah, I just don't know what like what do hipsters wear? Do they wear like are there like the Manosphere outfits?
The Manosphere.
The Manosphere.
Fuck. Yeah, I'm not okay. I'm seeing thrift store finds, skinny jeans, skate shoes,
I like skate shoes.
High-waisted bottoms, so like pants that come up higher, instead of like riding on your hips, riding like above your belly button or on your belly button.
I feel like some fashion's going back to like 70s look.
Yep. Layering is a thing. Beanies.
I wish Jinko jeans would come back into style.
Yeah.
I would wear them if I didn't think that I would get laughed out of a mall.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. The other thing that like is coming back specifically for dudes is short shorts.
Yeah,
which is
about
weird.
that. I don't even know why that was a thing. I never thought it looked good.
Me either. I don't like it.
I like my shorts long.
Yeah.
And covering my schlong.
Yeah, it's hard. Like, I had to buy a pair of shorts because I was like, I don't have any shorts. And it took me so long to find shorts that were below the knee. All of them were like, oh yeah, it like sits like an inch above the knee. And I'm like, I wore that look in junior high because that's what you had to wear. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like that. I like my long basketball shorts from like the early 2000s that everyone wore.
Yeah.
And that's just the look I like. I like, man, I don't know why I like back then. Like everything was oversized and long, and I like that. Because I guess that's why when I first started doing it, I didn't like it when I was younger because it was long, and I was like, this is weird. And now I'm like, oh, I get it. It's comfortable.
Yeah.
Right. And nowadays I see people wearing like tighter clothes and smaller clothes. I'm like, why though?
Yeah, why?
Like, why? Like, does the less fabric make you look cooler? Like, are you comfy?
Yeah.
Like, if I wore those shorts, the short shorts, like the short 70 shorts, I feel like when I sat down, they would either A, just rip off me, or like B, go all up in me, and no one wants that.
Yeah. I mean, like, I think it's also a difference in like like what you enjoy as far as like sensory stuff goes. Because for me, I don't enjoy, like, there's only some parts of my body where it's like, oh yeah, if a breeze comes by and I feel that breeze on that skin, that's fine. If I feel a breeze on my inner thigh, something is fucked up, and I'm like, no, bad, wrong. If I feel a breeze on my ankle, hate that too. That's why I only wear crew socks. Like I don't like that feeling. But some people, they're like, how do you walk around and have your pants like flapping about and touching you in different ways? Like I want my things to be skin tight. I want it to feel like a part of my body. And I'm like, I don't fuck that.
I just thought that's just normal jeans, but like that's where you and me differ about socks. I don't like socks. I don't like things on my feet. Or like I don't like socks on my feet, let's say.
Yeah, that's fair.
I like being barefooted, or like even now I just have my feet in my Crocs. But
I used to as well. I used to only wear sandals for like 6 months, a year, or something like that in junior high, and then something happened, and I was just like, nope, I need to have long socks on every day.
Yeah, I know that. It's just, I don't know. I love sandals. I love being barefooted, and I wasn't even a Croc guy until like 6 years ago when I was gifted Crocs by my mom and my sis, and like
they're like, you're gonna like these.
Yeah, they're like, oh look, they're better than the fucking prison slides you're wearing. And like that's not even a joke. Like I had like a pair of prison slides that I think I had when I was a guard, and I just kept them, and they look kind of ratty.
Yeah,
but I liked wearing them. And then I bought like knockoff Crocs. I think I got from Walmart, like the knockoff ones, and I really like those. Like, we'll get you a better pair, and like I was gifted a better pair of Crocs one Christmas, and
nice.
like they're I need a new pair because like these are already a little bit older, but they have that worn in like feel already.
Yeah,
right?
So they're comfy. Yeah,
so they're comfy. And if that's the thing, like if I get something new, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to wear them all the time, and I'm gonna have to like imprint my things, like my feeties into them, or like new pants too. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to like wear, like have them worn, so like I have my seat like they don't feel weird when I sit. It's just that kind of stuff. Like even this shirt that I'm wearing now is a new shirt. So
and you're like, well, this is homework like, now. Got to wear it every day.
Yeah, literally, I've been wearing it. Well, this is the second time I wore it this week, but usually, some people do this. If like I wore this shirt one time to podcast last week for our episode, and I took it off, and then I just worked all week, and it's been on my chair until just now when I put it back on.
Yeah,
it's still clean.
Yeah. It's fine.
it's fine. But some people aren't like that. They're like, well, that shirt has to get washed. I'm like, no, it doesn't.
Yeah, it depends. I can be that way about some things, like socks. If I take off my socks, I don't want to put them back on.
No. Socks are a one and done.
Yeah.
You can't wear more than once.
Yep.
'Cause, like they like if you wear them for like an hour, sure, you could wear them again.
Mm-hmm.
If you wear them for like a day, no, you gotta put them away. Yeah, no, because oh man, I don't know what it is that they get all like, not like swampy, but like they get all sweaty. They have like the imprint of your foot on the bottom.
Yeah.
And then you put them on again, and it's just hard.
Yeah, it's like
sweat in it.
Yeah.
Hey, cut it out.
Terrible. All right, listen, Fee. It's been almost an hour, and we've talked nothing about the things that we have in our title. So
yeah, it's like a normal episode, right?
You were right. Which would you like to talk about, Secret Level or the Superman trailer? Because I haven't seen any of Secret Level, but I want to know how it is. And
Secret Level real quick, because like it's easy to explain, easy to talk about.
Yeah.
It's an anthology series, and every episode ranges from 5 to like 15 minutes.
Oh.
So
okay.
So like I don't know how many are out right now, like maybe 10, I think. They're all good episodes. There are some better than others. I didn't like the Concord one. That was kind of lame. And I'm not just saying that because it's Concord. It was just, it was like whatever. Like, but some of my favorites. The Warhammer one is by far my favorite.
Okay.
The Warhammer one, it is just so good. Like I don't know. It's the same people that did the what is it? It's not Black Mirror. What was that anthology series on Netflix?
Love and Robots.
Love and Robots. I think it's by the same people that did that. The graphics are so good. The Warhammer one, there's like not a lot of words. It's just they suit up, they talk for like a little bit, and then they're like, bam, right on their mission. They're just cutting through fucking bad guys. And then at the very end, they fight the Daemon, and it's Titus from Space Marine.
Oh, okay.
It is so good, man. Like, I was like, can I have 3 more seasons of just this?
No, just this.
Just this, and like more. The Mega Man one was really good. It was
the Mega Man one looked really good.
The bad thing about that, like, man, they get you, right? They rope you in. They show you they show you a small snippet, and then they don't expunge on it, but they know that you know what it is. So like the Mega Man one is like he's with Dr. Light. They're like fuck Dr. How did Dr. Wily fucking do all the shit with the robots? They're destroying the city. And then like fuck, who's the robot that came in? I don't think it was, or no. They're like, oh, we're gonna send Bomb Man to go get because he's powerful enough. And Rock's like, I can do it, Dr. Light, I can do it. And he's like, that's not what I made you for. He's like, you're not supposed to fight. You help me. And
I made you to be nice. Yeah, damn it!
You're supposed to be nice. and then Bomb Man gets.
That's why your name is Nice Man.
I didn't name you Bad Man. And then Bomb Man gets corrupted, and then like they're fighting, and then Mega Man puts like he has an arm that he replaces with tools to help Light. He does something that turns it into the Buster, and he gets rid of Bomb Man. And Dr. Light's like, oh, okay, I guess you can help. And so like they suit him up. And then they send him out, and that's where the episode ends. It doesn't show anything else, but it's really good.
Yeah.
So like the Space Marine one's good. The Mega Man one, in my opinion, is good. The Outer Wilds one, I didn't think I like it as much as I did when I first saw it. And that one's really good. It's just basically this guy on like the planet where, he can't read. He's just a junker, orphan, whatever. He's just in that dystopian like life. And he's in love with this one girl that helped him on the junk planet. Like he got all fucked up, and she like kind of saved him. And he was already like okay with just gonna die. And then he's just doing his work, and he's like, "Oh fuck yeah, I can eat more than I can today." And then he sees a poster that with her name on it. He can't read, by the way, but she taught him like some words, and he recognized
Hmm.
like those. And apparently, it was for like like human test subjects on like a space planet. And he's like, "I don't care what it is. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go and do it. I'm gonna meet this girl that I love." And
Okay.
so like the whole episode is him just getting horribly maimed and
Ah.
poisoned, and like like slowly, like the first time they show it, like he loses his arm because like he's like, they're like, "This is a tonic that goes on your skin, tell us like if it's working or if it hurts." And he's just there and his arm melts, and then like the next time you see him he has a robotic arm, and then it's just going back and forth, and like he slowly like his limbs are like becoming robotic, more
Hmm.
robotic. And until like he meets back with the girl, like he sees her earlier and then he meets back with her later, and she's like, "I want to be the new I forget what like the old woman in the Outer Worlds was, but like basically Big Mom,
Yeah.
or not Big Mom, what's the one from Futurama? Uh,
Mother? Is it just
yeah,
Mother?
yeah, it's just basically like Mother
Hmm.
from Futurama. And they're like, she's like, "It's not a person, it's a position, and if you become like the new grandma, what's her name, you get like some facial reconstruction and you become the new mother." No one says anything.
Hmm.
And then like he found some incriminating evidence that was going to out her to be like a bad person, and then she like basically found him and like cried and consoled him. But then you later find out that I think she tricked him, or it's implied. And then he just goes back to the junk rock, and he hears people talking. They're like, "Hey man, how you doing?" That old mom is doing like crazy stuff again. He's like, "Oh no, I'd never go against them. I love them." And his whole fucking body's all like fucked up.
Hmm.
It's really good. Like I don't want to say like every episode's subjective, like because
Hmm.
these are things that you would see in that universe.
Yeah.
The Space Marine, something you would see. The Mega Man one looks like an opening to like a Mega Man short film.
Hmm.
The Outer Wilds is just a day in the life of a guy that of an NPC you'd probably see in the game.
Hmm.
The Pac-Man one is fucking wild. Uh, it's Pac-Man, except like it's like survival horror Pac-Man.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
have you seen the trailer for that new Pac-Man game that they're gonna come out with?
No.
It's basically like a Metroidvania Pac-Man game
Okay.
where you're like tall, lanky Pac-Man, and the little puck that's shaped like arcade Pac-Man is with you, and you got to do all this stuff. That's basically what the thing is. Like he wakes up and the puck is like, "You gotta eat to live," and then he just finds a sword and he's going around killing stuff until he dies. And then the Pac-Man's like, "Well, you gotta eat. I guess you didn't live." And then it like at the end of it, it cuts to like another fucking Pac-Man waking up, and then the puck's like, "Eat to live," and then it like cuts off. It's really cool. The
Okay.
visuals are like wild. It's crazy. I didn't expect it.
Yeah, a bunch of like a bunch of the studios that actually make the games did a bunch of these, right? So like I know the
Yeah,
God of
yeah, yeah.
War one was done by that studio too.
There's a God of War one?
There it may not be out yet, but yeah, there is one.
Man, I gotta go back and see it because I don't remember the last one I saw. It might have been episode 10. Like I know I saw the Concord one, then I know I saw the one after it maybe.
Hmm.
But like every single one I saw was like really good, and they're made by the studio. Oh, the PlayStation one's the one I saw, which wasn't based on any game. It was just like this girl, Kevin Hart was in it. Oh my god, I
Yeah,
hate
of
it.
course.
I hate him. But like this girl is like a delivery, and everyone's wearing these like virtual goggles, and she's making this delivery really fast, and he's just like, "Oh, you leveled up. Now you get a virtual skin for your bike." And she takes off like her goggles, and it looks regular. She puts them on, it's like flaming.
Oh.
And then like this guy comes and gives her a package, and she's like, "You're the only one that can deliver this." And the robot's like, "No, you can't do that." And then she's like racing to like go and deliver it. Then the Helldivers come and chase her. Kratos attacks her, and And then she like ends up delivering it after all the robots like take her, and then after she wins, she wakes up and she's like, "Oh, I remember this was like a game that we were playing." And she's like, "Best out of 3." And then they go back into the universe. It was just like a PlayStation love letter.
Yeah.
Like I said, you should watch it. Like, you could probably watch the whole thing in about an hour and a half.
Yeah, so let me see. There are 15 episodes, I think.
Wow. I need to go and watch the other ones.
The properties that they did are God of War, Sifu, Warhammer 40K.
Sifu is the first one, I think.
Unreal Tournament, New World Eternium, Dungeons and Dragons, The Outer Worlds 2, Pac-Man, Honor of Kings.
New World Eternium is is a good one. That's the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Nice.
Oh fuck! If there's like other than Space Marine, there's one you should watch. It's that one because it's funny, but also like kind of sad.
Nice. Honor of Kings, Armored Core, Mega Man, Exodus, Spelunky, Crossfire, and Concord.
Ooh, the Spelunky one was good too.
What was the art style one for the Spelunky? Because Spelunky is like 2D animated, right?
It was 3D. It was
okay.
3D. It was like about this girl and I guess her mom, and they're like at the cave and she's just constantly dying, right? And they explain it with the curse on the cave brings you back to life and brings you to the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And every time she dies, the mom is just like, "Oh, what was it this time?" She was like, "It was spikes." and and then she like it just shows her going back in. She's like, "I'm gonna get further this time. I'm gonna do it." And then she's like, "Oh, I can't keep going on. Like I just keep wasting these lives like it's nothing." And her mom's like, "Hey, well, everything is an adventure. Maybe you'll get more than me." And you like they go into about her like marking the walls like with how many times she died. And then as they go in together, like you see like there's just marks all over the wall with the mom.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's real good. I like it. I really did like it.
Nice.
Did like it.
Yeah, I want to watch it. I just haven't yet.
I think that secret level is a thing that they could just keep doing forever, basically, because there's like I don't want to say like an infinite number of games, but like there's thousands of games that they could do shorts like that with.
Yeah, and they did get renewed already, so
of course, like everyone saw it. Like no one said a bad thing about it.
Yeah, it seems like it's working out. Do you I just saw a piece of news that I thought you would be very interested in. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah, tell me.
Do you remember Mighty Number 9?
Yeah.
So Amazon finally canceled yesterday Mighty Number 9 pre-orders for the 3DS and the PlayStation Vita.
Wait, so they're not going to fulfill that?
No.
Oh my god. Not like anyone was fucking chomping at the bit for Mighty Number 9 on the 3DS.
Well, yeah, and nobody thought that it was actually gonna come. Like, it took Amazon over 10 years to finally cancel the pre-orders. Like, the game came out over 10 years ago, and they had pre-orders up for the 3DS and the Vita, and they just never be like... apparently in the email, it was like, due to lack of availability, we will not be able to obtain the following item from your order. We've canceled the item and apologize for the inconvenience. It's fucking Mighty Number 9 for 3DS.
God, no one liked Mighty Number 9. Everyone was so hopeful, and then it came out and it was just bullshit.
That's the thing, is like, because same here, honestly. Whenever Mighty Number 9 came out, it was so interesting to me that it was like, oh yeah, this is like the team that worked on Mega Man, and like this is gonna be like, it's gonna be another Mega Man, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then when it came out, I remember watching a video and being like, why is this so slow and clunky looking?
Yeah.
And the same thing happened with like, oh, this is an RPG that comes from the people who did Final Fantasy Tactics, and like they did Final Fantasy Tactics, and they're going to do their own game, and they're going to hire Nobuo Uematsu to do one song on the soundtrack. And you're like, okay, yeah, no, that sounds great. And then the longer that keeps happening and the longer that those games take and the more mid that they are when they come out, you're like, I don't fucking believe you anymore. Where they're like, oh yeah, no, these guys, they fucking made God of War and they're gonna make a new action game that you're gonna shit your pants over, and you're like, I don't fucking believe that at all.
They know what they're doing. Of course, believe in them.
Come on, now give them your money.
Just give them your money. I will say that Bloodstained did do good, and it's a good game. So that's one of like the Kickstarter games of like old directors that actually was good.
yeah. Bloodstained is one, and I mean, there have been other Kickstarter games that worked out, but not many that
legacy directors.
There's not many beyond like, this guy used to do this thing like that I can think of where it's like, oh yeah, that actually worked out and was good. Because like the biggest Kickstarter success I would say is fucking Shovel Knight. Like I backed Shovel Knight when it came out, and they, bless them, fucking Yacht Club Games were like, oh yeah, you back Shovel Knight, great, we're gonna come out with an expansion called like, it's like the Plague Doctor expansion. You're like, cool. And they're like, yeah, so it's free for you. And I'm like, but it's a whole game. And they're like, yeah, but it's free. I'm like, okay. And they're like, hey, we're gonna come out with another expansion, it's with King Knight. I'm like, cool. They're like, yeah, it's free for you. Sorry, what? Why do I keep getting these free things? I gave you $15 in 2009. Like, why do you keep giving me free shit? I appreciate it, but damn.
It's not even expensive if you didn't just pay, like, $15 getting everything for free.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, that's awesome. But, like, even with all the expansions and everything, it's $40. That is still not bad.
Yeah, for sure.
You're getting. It's just that, like, man, like, Shovel Knight was such a runaway success.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, it played really well. It was like, everybody really liked it. It was like, I would say one of the first Kickstarter games that came out and really became a massive success. Like, it showed what you could do if you were like focused on the product you were doing, if you limited what you were trying, and like you really just like focused on it. Because what a lot of devs do, especially like, it's so tempting in that time to do this, where you're like, oh, I know the game that I want to make. I'm going to put up a Kickstarter for it. I'm going to put out a trailer for it, and then I'm going to go do it. And then after you get the funding, you're like, great. Well, it would be kind of nice. Like, I kind of want to add this thing. I kind of want to add that thing. And like, there's nothing more emblematic than that than fucking Cube World. Cube World, the shit dick ass. God, I'm still so pissed off at Cube World.
Cube World.
Yeah. Okay. Have you not heard of it?
No. What happened?
So Cube World, the whole premise was like, it was like Minecraft, but you could, like, it was at the voxel level. So instead of like one big block of dirt, you could like blow up and get a bunch of dirt out or whatever. You could like change the models of anything. You could like make your sword custom. You could like do whatever. And like, the when it first came out, it was like, okay, you can pick to be like a sword fighter or a mage, or like one of two different types of mages, I think. And so like you went to town, you bought your weapons, you could upgrade them, and then there were like bosses that were just like out in the area that you could fight, and like it was fine. It was like a fine Minecraft type adventure thing where it's like, oh, you got the glider, now you can like go up, you can climb up trees and then jump off like Breath of the Wild and fucking glide around the map. It's awesome.
Sounds cool.
It was really, really fun. The graphics look great. And it was like, oh, this is going to be kick ass. And so I bought the alpha, played it with a friend, was like, this is awesome. I can't wait to play more. And then the creator disappeared for 3 years. Like, he just vanished. He posted nothing anywhere. And then he came back and was like, hey, working on this new system, working on the new lighting engine, working on like, whatever. And I was like, okay, great. I am pissed that it took you this long to keep working on it, but okay, I'm ready. Like, I'm down. Let's do more Cube World. And then the new version comes out, because like the other thing about Cube World is, like Minecraft, it was infinitely expanding, so you could go anywhere, right? And it would just keep generating terrain. Well, the thing that he decided to do is he was like, no, I don't really want classes. You could basically, anybody can do anything now. And I was like, that's fine.
That's your choice.
If it like, if it takes time to like spec into a thing, that's okay. The thing that really pissed me off though is like he added regions where it was like, oh yeah, you're in like this region, this like randomly generated region. In that region, you level up, you gain abilities like the glider and like, being able to like a boat. You can gain those abilities. As soon as you move to a different region, those all go away.
The fuck?
And it's like, I understand he's incentivizing you get to a new area and then you hang out in that area and you progress and you like level up and shit. The thing is like none of that transferred. And so you were basically just playing the same game every time you went to a new like region. It sucked ass. Like it was so poorly done. And he like came out and was like, oh yeah, we're taking orders for Cube World again. And like, it's coming out. And like me and my friend played it again. And we're like, this sucks so much ass. I hate it. And sure enough, fucking creator disappeared for another 5 years. And then he posts again and is like, hey, doing updates on the lighting system again. I'm like, no, I'm not in. You're not going to do this to me again, Wally. You're shitter.
Not getting me this time. Oh man, that's awful. That's the thing with Kickstarter games. It's like hit or miss. And it depends on like how far they are on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when I saw the Kickstarter for like fucking Mina the Digger.
Oh yeah.
I was super all in. Like I don't know if that game's out or not, but I still want to play it.
Mm-hmm.
But like there's just some games that either like are a scam or just look like shovelware.
Yeah.
Like you could tell which games like look like they're gonna be fun and be like a thing, and then just some that you're just like, why did you put this out here? This is trash. You could have made it and just threw it on Steam.
Yeah.
And that's the bad thing about Kickstarted games. Like, that's just the bad thing about Kickstarter in general. Like, it's not fully curated like as well as you hope it is.
Mm-hmm.
And you get excited for something, and like little did you know that the creator just made this fucking fancy ass mock-up and took the money.
Yep. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. It's so easy to do that. Like, and it was much easier back in the day because people weren't doing it so often. Nowadays, you're like, oh yeah, solar fucking roadways. Like, I remember that piece of shit ass. Yeah, sure, fine. But yeah, like,
I want there to be more like indie games and like independent created stuff. Like, I want to see new stuff because like modern games for like the AAA landscape are like not where I like them. Like now they all kind of have the samey look. I want to see like this difference in stuff. Hey, and even if I don't play them, because man, some of those games, I just see them and I'm like, fuck, that looks dumb.
Yeah.
And I hate it. And a lot of them have that same 8-bit art style aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
And they all kind of look samey.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm tired of this too. Like, can't y'all do something else? But that doesn't mean I want them to fail. It just means that I'm not gonna play it. And I don't I don't appreciate it like on a level that other people do.
Yeah.
It's just that I wish indie games kind of moved up. Like they're in the 8-bit style, which is fun, but like nowadays we're kind of getting like that PS1 style, like kind of indie games, like Crow Country.
Mm-hmm.
That game looks fucking great. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Mouthwashing kind of has that early PC style look.
Mm-hmm.
Like I love that style of game where like it looks like retro in something different than 8-bit or 16-bit,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm not saying those are bad, but like seeing a new style for like an indie game and seeing like what people are doing with it and like different engines.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like if you just go through the generations like in indie games, like I'm glad that they're like in the PS1 era. I want more games like that.
Yeah, I like the whole thing is that if you're trying to do something indie, you are kind of forced to do it and make it fast, like and have it be lower effort, I think, than a AAA studio, right? And as long as tools keep improving, you know, you like tools that are available to somebody for cheap, then you can keep expecting stuff like that. But like, I think one of the major problems, and I've said this before, I'll say it again. One of the major problems with like gaming these days is that like AAA games take way too many people, way too much time, way too much effort, and they produce shit that where it's like, oh yeah, this is like movie quality. Like this is incredible. You could play this game for 40 hours and it's like amazing looking. The core of it is something you've played 1,000 times though.
Yeah.
The story of it is fine. Like
Yeah.
it just looks really nice and it takes so much money to make that like it all has to be so kind of milquetoast and not take any risks.
It really is because like you pick up a modern game and you already know the controls, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like you know like the moving controls, you know, shooting is like a trigger.
Mhm.
There's a dodge button. There's probably like some kind of collecting in like an open world that you'll get. It may look different, and maybe you like the setting and the story, but it's just very much the same game.
Yeah.
Like I and it takes so long. Like Concord was just Overwatch but bad.
Yeah.
Like the new people are like kind of shitting on it, but like I want to play it because it kind of looks different, but it also looks like something I've played before. But like, what is it? South by Midnight? I don't know what it's called.
Mm.
Where like it's that girl in like the bayou with like the big turtle and like the big alligator. We saw it at like the Game Awards
Yeah,
last
yeah,
year.
that's South by Midnight. South of
Yeah,
Midnight.
yeah. South of Midnight. Like that game looks cool, but it kind of looks like an amalgamation of like Fortnite
Mhm.
uh and like every other open world game I've seen.
Yeah. Yep.
And maybe I'll play it, but like it just depends. Like
Here.
the art style is not compelling me to go fucking buy it day one.
I'm going to show you sorry about the Spidey dinos that are on the screen now. I'm going to show you the trailer.
Never be sorry.
So, like, this is the trailer for Cube World. Also, excuse
okay.
my green screen being
That's
weird
fine.
there. Here, just there you go.
Mine's always weird. Oh, it's very Minecraft.
Yeah,
Oh no, it looks different.
it looks kind of like shiny Minecraft, where it's like kind of plasticky, kind of like, you know.
Yeah, and the characters aren't like don't have that boxy shape.
Yeah, they're more sort of like voxel based. Like this is like the level, and you could edit like individual voxels for your character. You could edit
Oh,
individual voxels for like your weapons, and
oh,
I'll-
I'd be cool with that. I love like this style, this voxel style. And if you get to edit your character to look any way you want,
mhm.
you better believe there'd be a voxel fee. It looks like Terraria in 3D. Does it?
Yeah, it kind of does.
Yeah, I guess so. I've man, some maybe people will hate me. I never liked Terraria. Oh, I love the map.
Terraria is good once you get into it, but like the map system looked great. By the way, this is the trailer for like whenever the full release of the game. So this is the second version that like was shitty
Okay.
about its like region system, but like he
looks
basically
cool.
that's the thing is like he added dungeons that were cooler. He added like random stuff to do on the map. He added like basically better everything. He just took away vertical progression. Like you couldn't just get better across the whole planet. You had to get better in a region, which is
Yeah.
so frustrating and stupid.
But I mean, I could live with that. Like I not with progression in one region. With class progression.
Mm-hmm.
But like progression in one region sounds stupid. It sounds like he didn't want you to like access some places when you got to the new area.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is like you get to a new area and be like, oh yeah, cool. Well, now I can't like I don't have access to my boat, so I can't do fast travel anywhere. I don't have access to my glider, so I just have to like walk everywhere, and it's so fucking slow sometimes. Especially like once you unlock a movement thing where it's like, I can go faster. I've got like, you know, I have a horse, I have like a whatever. If you take that away, it's like now I'm just fucking walking everywhere. Are you shitting me? Like it sucks.
Oh damn, this map.
Yeah, the map looks great. They got an
I
eagle.
feel like oh my god, it's WoW style.
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen this before. I want to say I've seen someone play this before, and it was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I haven't seen this in a while.
But the thing is, it still looks really good.
Yeah, it looks good. Would I play this? I guess if I had someone to play
Yeah,
with.
this is definitely one of those, like, if I had friends to play with, I would do this.
In my opinion, the map on the right is kind of not needed. I mean, I'm sure there's a way to turn it off. They're probably just showing it off. They're probably just showing it off.
Yeah, there is a way to turn it off for sure, and it's super helpful if you're outside. So like having played probably 20 hours of this game, it's really helpful, especially in like forests or
yeah, in an open area, inside of a dungeon like this.
Yeah,
if it could switch to the dungeon map, that would be better.
Yeah, and I think there is a dungeon map that does show up. It's just like, especially in an area like where you're underground, it's like, well, it doesn't make any fucking sense to put the overworld map. Like, I know where I am.
I now I kind of want to play this. Like, I want to make my own little fucking voxel character.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't that be fun? Like, I don't want to be an elf. I want to be a fee.
Yeah.
But like, it looks fun. Like, would I be more melee focused? I don't like using magic in games.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I do, but like, I kind of like more melee and like range focused. I like being a in your face character.
Yeah.
Would that be a DPS? Yeah, like a DPS.
Yeah.
I don't know. Game looks fun. I'm sure if you showed us a trailer of it now, it probably looks not that.
Oh,
right?
No, and the thing is, it does. I mean, it still looks great. The problem is, it's just like, it's not fun. It's just not. Like, here, I'll let me bring over, this is a devlog from the developer. So this is him just showing off, like, oh yeah, this is the work that I've been doing. And like, it looks great. It's just, I know that the gameplay is shit.
Well, they took out everything that you actually wanted when you first started in it.
Yeah.
Right? So of course it's different. There's no class system.
Mm-hmm.
The progression, the travel progression in each fucking realm gets taken away from you. Like, it's like adding, it's like manufactured time to make you do those things again in each area. It
is. And like, there are better ways of doing that than the way that he chose. Because if the concern here is like, oh, they're gonna go to a new region and then they're gonna like raid the dungeon, or they're gonna go to the town and then that's it, they're gonna leave. They're like, okay, I don't know, make more incentive to go to those places, or like do something where it's like the level of the region will like level with you. The whole thing is just like, you can't give me things like a boat and like a glider and have this be like, you went on a quest for like 5 to 10 hours and like got this stuff, and then now you walked for 20 minutes and it's all gone. Like, that's stupid.
Yeah, no, I get that. GTM Mega in the chat. By the way, for audio listeners, we are live on Twitch right now.
True.
So be sure to follow and subscribe. But he asked, did you guys see the Elden Ring Night Rain? It's coming out this year. I think we talked about that, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Which, like, still, the game seems like a roguelike Elden Ring with co-op in it.
It's roguelike fucking Fortnite Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Because you drop in. You made fun of me for saying that, but I stand by my word.
Battle Royale. The thing is, Fortnite is a shorthand for Battle Royale now. And Battle Royale basically means there's a shrinking ring of gas. That's it.
It's a shrinking ring of something. I don't know. When I play it, I liked Elden Ring, but like, I never beat it. I didn't get good.
Yeah.
I'm not good.
I'm not either.
But I appreciate it. I like it. Would I play this if it was cheap and I had someone to play it with? Because I wouldn't do it by myself. Maybe James, maybe you, if you got it.
Yeah.
But right now I'm in my Marvel Rivals phase.
Yeah.
I have more time for Marvel Rivals because I just beat fucking Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth.
Hell yeah.
Assassin's Creed Shadows. Here's the thing. If you want me to fucking shit on the new Assassin's Creed because of the Yasuke situation. Don't. I haven't played Assassin's Creed since Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
Yeah, basically once Ezio's story was done, I was like, they came out with Black Flag, and I was like, ships. I don't think I need that. And then they were like, oh, sorry. No ships. But like, don't worry, like we're doing something else. And I was like, no, this is still the same game. I think I'm done. I think I'm good. I don't need any more.
I didn't even get that far. I kind of didn't like the way it moved. I was fine with watching people play it. I didn't like playing it myself. But Marvel Rivals, dude. They just put out fucking Stretch Man and Invisible Girl. Fucking Reed Richards and Sue Storm.
Yeah.
Sue Storm? Is it Sue Storm or Richards? Sue Richards. Are they married? Well, they're married. It's just in the game. It's Sue Storm.
Marvel Rivals, Invisible.
I saw the trailers, and fucking Reed Richards looks so fucking fun to play as. Like I'm gonna be fucking gumming on everybody.
Yeah. Doing your stretchy arm. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, doing fucking gum glizzy on fucking on Thin Lizzy. They sorry, it's stupid. They come out in 3 days.
Yep.
And they're gonna be fighting a vampire. I don't know who it is.
Morbius.
That's what
he's gonna morb on all those guys.
He's gonna morb. Oh my god! If Morbius comes out in Marvel Rivals, he's gonna be morbing. People are gonna be morbing on him.
Hell yeah, dude!
Right now, I'm excited to play as Reed.
Yeah.
I might try Sue, but I'm not. I might not right away. I said the same thing about like some characters in the current roster, but I tried Scarlet Witch, and now she's my.
That's what I mean. Is like it only takes one good game with a character before you're like, oh, now I see how to play that. Like I basically had somebody that is playing Marvel Rivals comp and is in Diamond 3 now. I was like, so who are you maining? And then he told me like what Penny Parker does and how to play her. And then I started playing her and was like, oh, never mind. Penny Parker kicks ass. So
yeah, Penny Parker's fucking broken.
Yeah.
She just runs around, dropping spider mines, dropping the web, fucking shooting people. She's pretty strong too.
Yeah.
It's just that like I don't like playing her. I have more fun playing Scarlet Witch. Just fucking running and just fucking blah, 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 people and then just hopping away, like floating away, doing her like fucking.
Yeah, he specific. I told him about you playing Scarlet Witch and how you got a 58 kill game, and he was like, "Yep, that makes sense if you're doing quick play and you're not like at higher levels. Nobody picks Scarlet Witch at higher levels because she's so easy to kill. The only thing you have to do is have a slightly cohesive team. If you have 2 people that look at her, she's dead. It's so easy to kill her. But if you're playing quick play and you're just fucking around at low levels, everybody's like, I'm just gonna go over here and do my fucking Star Lord thing, and I'm just gonna go Venom over there, and like nobody gives a shit. So yeah,
I haven't gotten to comp really. Like I think I'm in, what is it, bronze, like the first rank I played by myself, and I got to bronze. Now that I beat infinite wealth and I have time, I have an infinite wealth of time. I should start playing more Marvel Rivals.
Yeah.
And mostly like with you and James too, because I got James into it. But like I want to do it more. I don't want it necessarily to get better. It's just a fun game.
Yeah. It is. And I usually don't play comp in games like that because I'm like, people are gonna get too sweaty, and I don't want to. I don't want people to be like, Penny, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, I don't know.
Dude, I have never heard anyone fucking voice chat in the game. Every time I find someone that voice chats in the game, I'm like, whoa, the fucking people have microphones?
Yeah.
Like, because I always have mine on, of course. I'm on a fucking playing on the computer, but it's just like, I'm like, whoa, fucking another human? But like that game, I want to comp it just to see how good I am. Yeah. I did it in Overwatch, and I did it with my cousin, and I did it with Mace Tornado and Pete.
Oh yeah.
And God, Pete was getting so pissed at me because we're all on a team. We're like we all had different TVs and our Xboxes like next to each other, and I was just playing Junkrat, and I was just playing like whatever, so I didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
And he was playing Bastion.
Yeah.
And he was getting so mad at me. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing? You're dying so much. Why are you Junkrat?" I'm like, "Because I like him."
Yeah. I'm having fun, dude.
Yeah, and he's like, "Can you be someone else? We need like a healer or whatever." I'm like, "But I don't want to be a healer."
But no. What if I just didn't?
Yeah, and they're like, "No, I'm done. I'm not playing with you anymore." I'm like, "Fuck, okay."
Okay.
I was like, I'm just still gonna play. But then like people got real fucking mad at like team composition and I haven't had that in Marvel Rivals yet. Like no one's ever been like, we need a fucking healer.
Yeah.
Don't be fucking Hawkeye or whatever.
Yeah.
Or like just like people are like whatever. Like I don't know. It's just fun to me, and I'm gonna be playing this for a while. And they're already putting out new characters, like 4 free new ass characters.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm excited, and I saw some of the new levels, and they look fun. We could probably do that tonight. I want to play Rival.
Yeah, fuck it.
So yeah, that's kind of all I want to talk about today.
Yeah, that's it.
Marvel Rivals looks great. I can't wait till Doom becomes a playable character. I want to try him.
Yeah, come fight me in Marvel Rivals. I dare you. You won't.
Yeah, come fucking 1v1 me, fucking bitch.
Yeah. Listen, that is the end of our show. Thank you all for listening. If you were listening live, you were listening at twitch.tv/GoGettasPod. We go live anywhere between 0 and 2 times a week. If you want to keep watching us live, make sure you hit the follow button and you'll get a notification about it. If you want to listen to the audio version, which has slightly better audio, that'll come out every Wednesday at 5 a.m. so you can listen to it on the way to work. If you want to listen or want to catch the replay, it's at youtube.com/@GoGettasPodcast. You can catch all of our replays there. That's where you can also catch our shorts, which we have a lot of shorts that are they all kick ass, and you can find them. You can find them at our YouTube. You could find them at our TikTok, and you can find them at our Instagram. So go and do all of those things.
Yeah, and when you do all those things, you'll get to hear us every Wednesday, and you'll get to hear me tell you what I want you to do this week, except for last week.
Tell them.
What flavor you got, bro? Thank you. Here's what I want you to do this week. I want you to go put on your shiniest pair of like spandex, your cool superhero costume. You be the best hero you can be, right? And I want you to go out into the world, and I just want you to fight people on the street. And
just anyone.
Just anyone. Hopefully people that are doing crime. Hopefully. I'm not your fucking mom. I won't tell you what to do. But fight anyone. And when they're like, "What the fuck are you doing?" You're just like, "Hey man, I'm Ready Player One and out here. I'm fucking fighting to be Diamond Rank 1." And then when the cops come out and chase you, I want you to go home, hide under your bed, and go get them.
Go get them. Just yeah. As soon as the mods, aka the police, come out, make sure you go and hide.
The fucking mods.
Change your name. Get a VPN.
Fucking mods coming to put a hamper on my
okay,
fun.
Fucking GM coming out of nowhere. Sure, yeah.
They're gonna block me because I was griefing the team.
Yeah, power tripping over here. Wow.
They don't like me because my score's so high.
Bye.
Oh fuck, later.